Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu No One Lives Forever. So, wir schauen hier mal nach. Ich habe das letzte Mal den Level ein bisschen angeschaut, noch außerhalb von, ja, von den Aufnahmen. Jetzt ist es so, wir müssen ja eigentlich gar nicht mehr weiterschauen, sondern wir können uns schon zum nächsten Bereich bewegen und schauen, was da so los ist. So, das heißt, wir können hier mal zurücklaufen, vorläufig. Das können wir ausschalten hier. Und wo wir noch nicht waren, das ist nämlich da drüben. Hinter dem Zug hier. Oh, Moment. Da kommt ein Gegner. Verdammt. Nein. Es gibt Alarm. Ach, verdammt. Ja gut, gleich nochmal. Alles wieder zurück. Und dieses Mal stellen wir uns ein bisschen geschickter an. Vor allem schauen wir, dass wir da gleich auf den Kopf treffen. Oder wir gehen gleich ein bisschen weiter links da rein, damit wir quasi den gleich vor Augen haben und nicht erst von so einer weiten Entfernung wegballern müssen. So. Oh nein, Kamera. Uiuiui. Okay, sparen wir mal kurz. So. Oh, da ist gar keine Tür. Okay. Jetzt kommt er jetzt hier raus. Oder ist er schon rausgekommen? Es ist schon nicht ganz ersichtlich. Auf jeden Fall passen wir jetzt ein bisschen auf hier. Verdammt, hat's doch nicht gereicht. So, jetzt aber. Warten wir ein bisschen, Moment. Vielleicht läuft der zu uns her. Ja, tatsächlich. So, hat es geklappt? Nein! Ja, ich glaube, das liegt daran, dass da eine Kamera ist, da drüben, die die Leiche da sieht. Was für uns natürlich ein Problem darstellt. Jetzt warten wir nochmal einen kurzen Moment. Okay. Jetzt hoffen wir, dass der vielleicht zu uns rüberkommt, uns da sieht. Hallo? Siehst du uns? Ja, wenn wir Glück haben, läuft er jetzt zu uns hin, oder? Nein! Ach! Da. Jetzt sollte der eigentlich auch nur noch den Alarm... Wie ging das denn jetzt? Okay, offenbar... Ach. Das gibt's doch gar nicht. Ah, ein Problem nach dem anderen. Oh. So, kommt zu uns her. Versucht uns zu erschießen. Ja, sensationell. So, hat es geklappt? War das jetzt gut? Kamera sieht nichts. Jawohl, super. Speichern. Oh, weg hier. Intelligence. Okay, das kann ja kein Mensch lesen.
I'm scared of what I'm going to do. I guess your wife would probably be upset if you threw her in front of a train. Yes, I thought about it, but I think it will just create a lot of tension. Even if she couldn't prove it was me, she'd always wonder, you know. So, what's your plan? Be a man about it. Life's all about lessons. I guess I just need to learn how to put up with my mother-in-law without killing her. That's philosophical of you.
Sehr gut. Oh, Kamera irgendwo. Hoffentlich außerhalb der Reichweite von den Leichen. So. Gut. Ich denke mal, dann gibt es jetzt nur noch ein Buch, das wir fotografieren müssen. Und dann hat sich das eh schon erledigt. Also ich hoffe es zumindest. Weil der Level hier geht mir langsam auf den Keks. Oh, das ist eine Kamera. Auf jeden Fall. Ah, da drüben haben wir noch diverse Dinge, die wir einsammeln können. Entschuldigung. Oh Gott, das war's. Warten wir mal kurz hier, bis der vielleicht vorbeiläuft und... Vielleicht kommt er auch zu uns rein. Komm her rein. Komm, komm. Hat das geklappt? Hat das geklappt? Sieht so aus. Sensationell. So. Gleich nach vor. Oh, der ist abgeschlossen. Aha. Also das können wir auch erst mit einem späteren Gadget dann lösen. Das da drüben, ja. Können wir jetzt so noch nicht öffnen. Oh, hier ist das letzte Buch, wie es aussieht. Wo haben wir denn die Sonnenbrille? Da ist sie ja. Alle hopp. Und das war's auch schon. Ja. Okay, hat geklappt. Ich dachte schon, die Kamera hätte uns jetzt erwischt. Können wir gleich hier runterspringen. Wo bin ich denn jetzt? Ah ja, genau, ich muss hier zurück. So. Und dann ist der Level hier eigentlich eh schon fertig, denke ich mal. Wir müssen jetzt hier eigentlich nur noch raus und hier nach links, wenn ich mich richtig erinnere.
Hello, what have we here? Sergeant Magnus Armstrong. Well, well. It was Armstrong, all right. I'm sure of it.
Excellent work, Archer.
What do you want us to do now?
Try to interview the Baron at his estate. We need to know if he's involved.
You think it might be someone within the organization?
I'm hoping that you and Goodman can answer that question.
Aye, sir. We'll do our best.
Tails.
Heads.
Damn it!
Ah, don't pout. Your eyes get all small and piggy when you're sulking.
How are you planning on getting in there anyway?
I'll charm my way in.
Well, I hope you brought some secret charm powder or something, otherwise you're in big trouble.
I've got better weapons in mind.
Like what?
You've been staring at them all afternoon.
Huh?
Ja, ja. So ist es dann doch. Gut, ja, da ist tatsächlich was drin. Okay, der bestellt einfach mal ein paar Gorillas, wie es aussieht. Ja, jeder wie er es mag. Mal schauen, was der gute Herr weiß.
Yes?
Oh, ich nehme mal das. Man of Influence. Ich glaube, das klingt ein bisschen besser.
Good afternoon. My name is Mia Haig. I'm from Men of Influence magazine.
Men of influence? What on earth are you doing here?
This is the residence of Baron Archibald Dumas, is it not?
Yes?
Baron Dumas certainly seems to qualify as a man of influence, wouldn't you say?
I suppose it would depend on how you choose to define influence.
He is the president of Dumas Industrial Enterprises.
Ah,
He's wealthy.
true.
He's well respected. He's dashing. He's debonair.
Listen, this is all very educational, but what exactly do you want?
Very educational. Nee, nehmen wir mal das. Ich glaube, der ist eher auf sich fixiert. Also schauen wir mal, dass wir das hier
I
verwenden.
was hoping to profile Baron Dumas for a Perfect Lives series. Each month we cover a different person whose lifestyle and disposition exemplify perfect living.
And you wish to include his lordship in this series?
Yes, the idea is to penetrate the myth and get to know the man. His pastimes, his ambitions, his accomplishments, the things that make him tick.
I see.
He's a model aristocrat.
Ah,
Someone our readers can look up to.
of course. Will you excuse me for a moment, Miss Haig? I don't think I could forgive myself if I were to let this sublime opportunity pass by. I will discuss your request with his lordship and return presently with his answer.
Thank you.
Please, wait here. I shan't be a moment.
Ja, ich denke mal, der ist Feuer und Flamme dafür.
Very well. His lordship has agreed to see you.
Excellent.
This should be amusing.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Follow me, please. Miss Haig, sir.
Splendid. Show her in.
I'll leave you to your interview, darling. I'll be shopping for the rest of the afternoon.
Yes, yes. Have a marvelous time, Chipmunk.
Don't call me that.
As you wish, my love. Hip hip.
He's rather larger than I expected.
Ah, yes. He's a big bundle of charisma and intelligence. If you're lucky, perhaps he'll regale you with his rousing safari adventures.
Oh Gott.
Good day, Baron Dumont.
Goodness, had I known you would be so sumptuous, I might have preened. Care for a drink?
No, thank you. It's a little early for me.
Well, I'll indulge for us both in that case. I hope you'll pardon me for saying so, but you're a ravishing girl. Simply ravishing.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure your wife feels absolutely spoiled by your abundant charm.
Oh, she's a lucky old crow, I'll grant you that. Now then, Giles tells me you want to profile me for this magazine of yours. Men of Influence, was it?
Yes, each issue we cover a different person in our Perfect Lives series. Someone whose lifestyle and achievements serve as inspiration for our readers.
Jolly good. You've come to the right place. That will be all, Giles.
Actually, sir, I thought it might be worthwhile for me to stay, in case the young lady should desire anything at all.
Splendid idea. Pip pip.
Yes, sir. I'll be right over here if you require anything, Miss Haig.
Thank you. Baron Dumont, do you mind if I record our interview? I'd rather devote my attention to you than to my notepad.
And who could blame you? Record away, my dear. So then, where shall we begin?
Schauen wir mal. Ich denke mal, das Jagen wird für ihn mehr auf Interesse stoßen, als wie die Firma an sich. Von daher versuchen wir es mal damit.
What's it like being such a prestigious big game hunter?
Well, it's difficult to explain to someone who's never experienced the thrill of the hunt, you see. When it's you and your trusty blunderbuss all alone against a ferocious beast, you discover exactly what sort of stuff you're made of.
Sounds ghastly.
Oh, it takes a special breed of male, I'll grant you that. The merest hesitation could cost you a leg.
What's the most heroic thing you ever did on safari?
Ah, yeah, splendid question. Well, I once wrestled a lion to the ground and strangled it to death with my bare hands. Yes, I remember now. My porter had injured his leg and was about to be mauled.
Dear Lord! Dear Lord, how courageous!
Yes, indeed.
Oh, one doesn't really stop to think about these things. One merely acts.
It's amazing you didn't come to harm.
Yes, well, the Dumas lineage is renowned for resourcefulness and fortitude.
Schauen wir mal noch. Ich denke, das wird jetzt die letzte Frage sein. Wirklich viel rausgefunden haben wir jetzt momentan eigentlich nicht. Versuchen wir damit hier.
I'm sure a man of your education is as broadly read as he is charming. What works of literature have you found most influential?
Ah, yes, literature. One of my favorite subjects. I've always said that to read is to experience the literary wisdom of wise men.
Very well said. And who are some of your favorite authors? Hemingway, Melville, Dostoevsky?
Precisely. Good guess. Shall we proceed to the next question?
Okay, das bringt irgendwie auch nichts. Ich glaube, ja. Mit dem Kollegen hier können wir irgendwie gar nichts anfangen.
What's the most dangerous animal you ever faced?
I once squared off against a silverback gorilla.
A silverback gorilla?
Yes, a huge, ferocious, man-eating beast.
Man-eating?
Quite so.
But I was under the impression that gorillas were herbivores and very gentle and less threatened.
Well, that's true of some gorillas, but this was one of the dreaded man-eating gorillas of Pakistan.
I wasn't aware there were gorillas in Pakistan.
Well, that's because few live to tell of them, you see.
Well, it's fortunate that you did.
Agreed. Silverbacks are by far the most dangerous animals to hunt.
I was under the impression that that distinction went to Cape buffalo.
Nonsense. Cape buffalo are just glorified cows.
Ja, sie merkt schon selber, das bringt irgendwie gar nichts, mit dem hier zu reden.
Is there anything that can strike fear into the heart of such a stalwart hunter as yourself?
Frankly, no.
Really? Nothing at all?
Not that I can think of.
Not even centipedes?
Oh, dreadful things. Yes, I suppose, perhaps centipedes.
Personally, I'm terrified of rats.
Oh, God, yes. Those beady, evil little eyes and sharp little vermin teeth. Horrible animals, especially in a mob.
And spiders.
Oh, don't even mention them.
How did you become so courageous?
Oh, just something one's born with, I suppose.
I understand that yours is a steadfastly Episcopal lineage. How does your unswerving faith influence your day-to-day life?
This should be good.
Well, you see, faith is... how shall I put it? Faith is... Oh, simply put, faith... I'm sure plenty of other great men have had keen things to say about faith. Why don't you be a dear and just quote one of them?
Smashing idea.
Haben wir das bald beendet? Weil das langweilt mich sogar schon, weil der überhaupt nichts irgendwie weiß und die Antworten sind nicht mal lustig.
How has your approach to running Dumas Industrial Enterprises differed from your late father's?
I'm not really sure what approach my father used, but I like to run things strictly by the book.
By the book?
Yes, you know, according to policy.
But whose policies?
I'm afraid that information is strictly classified. Next.
Na, das wird dann wohl die letzte Frage sein.
Is there a message you'd like to share with your many admirers?
Good hunting, my humble devotees.
Well, that's all the questions I prepared. I must confess, I'm positive this will be our most popular Perfect Lives installment yet.
Oh, you think so?
Absolutely. Rarely does nature combine so many excellent qualities in one man. Our readers will be fascinated, and maybe even a bit envious.
One can hardly blame them.
What I don't understand is where such a busy man finds the time to be a successful business tycoon, loving husband, daring hunter, astute philosopher, cultivated humorist, etc. Aren't you overwhelmed?
Well, one learns to delegate. For example, although you wouldn't guess it, I'm only peripherally involved with Dumas Enterprises these days. Strictly in an advisory capacity, you see, to keep the company on track.
How ingenious.
Oh, well, I have my moments.
But isn't it an awful risk to hand over operations to someone less accomplished in the subtleties of enterprise than yourself?
Actually, it's safer that way.
Really?
Yes, you see, in my experience, the less one knows about running a business, the less he can screw up. I make all the important decisions. The rest is just, paperwork.
Still, you wouldn't want your competitors getting their hands on that paperwork.
Oh, quite true. But we have a very large safe in which to store it.
Safes can be cracked.
No, not this one. Even if someone could get inside, he'd still have to get past the security system.
Sounds daunting.
Oh, it is. There are invisible beams.
Infrared?
Exactly. If you touch one of them, the doors lock and poison gas is released into the safe.
How terrible.
Oh, I'd like to meet the burglar who could get in there.
It would take a lunatic even to attempt it.
Or a fool.
Thank you for your time, Baron de Maull. It's been an eye-opening experience.
I'm happy to oblige. Never turn your back on a worthy cause, I always say.
A worthy meal is more like it.
Ja, ich denke, wir werden schon... Avoid Detection. Hä? Ach so, das war in der letzten Mission. Das war jetzt nichts mit dem Baron selber. Ja gut, ich denke mal, die nächste Mission wird dann sein, diesen Safe zu knacken, von dem er erzählt hat. Und ja, bis dahin würde ich mal sagen, machen wir einen Cut und mal Pause. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder und danke fürs Zusehen. Tschüss.